Hello everyone, how you doing? It's Clara and I'm back reviewing another sort of escape roomy puzzly game, and this time I'm going to review Deckscape Test Time. I was trying to read it off the screen because apparently my brain stopped. So yes, it's another escape room in a box, only this time it's a wee tiny box, even smaller than the Exit games. It's a reusable game, so once you've played it, you can sort of, let other people play it, unlike the Exit ones, which sort of, you destroy. And it's 60 cards. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but what do I think of it? Well, I guess we'll find out shortly, shall we? Yeah, so like I say, it's a wee tiny game, 60 cards in it. It can be played from 1 to 6 players, I guess, but to be honest, I guess you could have any number of players, really. I played it solo because, lockdown and stuff like that. And, the idea is that it takes about an hour. That's sort of what they set the time for. And it's 60 cards. So I think we all know that I love the Exit games by this point, generally. I just really enjoy them. But you do destroy the games, and I think that, it's good to have 2 people for them. But I love the type of puzzles that are involved. I've also talked about the unlock games. And the unlock games, a little bit like Deckscape, are a deck of cards. It's pretty much just a deck of cards, but also an app. And I don't really enjoy it. You're searching through for cards, and it just feels like you're just running backwards and forwards. This, I would say, so I don't enjoy it as much as the Exit games because I love the Exit games. They, tickle my fancy. But this, I really enjoyed it. It was a nice little fun puzzle. I did do it in about an hour, and generally, I found it fairly simple. So I think it'd be really great to play with, younger people as well, maybe. The puzzles weren't too hard. Sure, there was 1 or 2 that I got wrong, but it wasn't. But it didn't feel really. I don't know. It was all fairly simple stuff. And once you see how you're supposed to do it, you're like, oh yeah, of course. So I think I got like a couple of hints for a couple because, when you're playing on your own, why not? And I got a couple wrong. The interesting thing about this game is that, whereas with other puzzles, it's like if you don't get it right, you don't find the right card, so you've got to spend longer on that puzzle. And with this one, it's just like you've either got it right or you've got it wrong. You flip a card and it tells you the answer, and so if you get it wrong, you get a penalty. I'll be honest, there's been times where there were some of the puzzles where it's like, I think it could be this, but it could mean a completely different thing, and it could be this. So, but at the same time, the fact that you weren't going over the same puzzle, you weren't stuck, like if you really just didn't know how to do it, you could basically just say, the answer's 3 and turn it over, and actually it turns out it's a packet of grapes, You're not getting hung up. There's no, overanalyzing. Sure, you could overanalyze if you really wanted to get it right, but then once you've turned it over, you're either right or wrong, and you move on. And that's actually kind of a good thing. It means that it just sort of takes it down a little while. It means that you don't have those like periods of 10 minutes where you just sat there going, what the heck? Like, what's this mean? Or, you're jumping for a clue. And so in many ways, that's good. The other thing that I really like about it is that, it's a deck of cards like the unlock games. But with the unlock games, you've got to, A, you need the app, and then B, you're searching through the stack. And it does some interesting things potentially with the app, but nothing that really seems to add. This feels more like a basic sort of, if you wanted to sit down and do your Sunday crossword or your Sudoku or something like that, it just feels like a puzzle. But the cards are sequential, so you're going from one card to the next. Okay, maybe you might have a few stacks of cards. With this one, there's a point where you split the decks into 4 decks. But it's always the next card, the next card, the next card in the stack. There's none of this shuffling through. With the unlocks, you're spending hours going through the deck, and it's like, oh, there it is. Oh, it tells you to go and find another 3 cards. That just really gets my goat. So this, this shows that you can do this sort of game with a deck of cards, and you don't even need an app, and it does it better than the unlock games, which is another nail in the coffin for me when it comes to the unlock games. I think it'd probably be more fun to play it with people. If I'm honest, I think it'd be more fun. I think even these puzzly games are, because just having two pairs of eyes on things certainly helps. But then it would have been super quick. I actually enjoyed playing this. I didn't get frustrated. Like I say, it moves along. You either got it right or you haven't. I think that the game was about £9, something like that. So it's not too expensive, and it is resellable, or you can give it to friends or whatever, you know, unlike the exit games, which are about 12, 13, but then they're done. So you get about the same amount of things, so it's a little bit more cost effective. And the unlock ones, you know, you've got to buy them in sets of 3, and it's like £30. So I think that it's better value than the unlock games. Technically, it's probably better value than the exit games because it's not destroyed. I prefer the exit games. But this game, Deckscape, and there's a whole bunch of them, this completely blew the pants off the unlock series for me. This was so much better. And it's nice and teeny as well. It's not got the huge box size that the unlock has got, which completely isn't necessary, and I don't need my phone. So, all in all, I don't see why anyone would want to get the unlock ones. But that's my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it's not, you know, it's a different feel to, say, the adventure games. I reviewed one of these recently, and certainly it's a different feel to the exit games. In fact, actually, I've got a shiny one still wrapped up, which is going to be the next exit game that I review when I get to play it with my friend. And also, I would say I think I could probably play this online, you know, sort of over Facebook, Skype type stuff with my friends. I think be able to do that easy enough. It's not like you're searching for stuff, it's more about thinking about the puzzles. So I'm actually gonna maybe pick up another one of these and try playing it online with my friend, and I think I'll enjoy it even more. Like I say, I don't like the puzzles as much as the exit games, but I like it a lot. So yeah, highly recommended. Nice little time filler, and I think probably really good for, like I say, young'uns. And also, you know, like I say, it's non-destructive, so you can share it with your friends. Story, yeah, whatever, it was fine. But that's not really what I'm looking for in these escape rooms. So yeah, cool, recommended. And with that, I guess I'll see you again later. Bye.